When Alexander Mahone was introduced in Season 2 of Prison Break, he didn't just raise the stakes, he redefined them.
Look, I get it.
As a special agent for the FBI, Mahone was brought in to lead the nationwide manhunt for the Fox River 8.
In 140 years, the fundamental mind of the escape man has not changed.
And from the moment he entered the scene, it was clear, Michael Scofield had met his match.
Up there! Schofield is in the building! Take him!
Mahone wasn't just a federal agent, he was a strategist, a tactician, and a man with the mind of a chess master.
What's the hardest thing in the world for a con to do?
Nothing?
Two things in life are certain, is it?
Lang.
Death, taxes, and the fact that a man on the run will make a mistake sometime in the first 72 hours. Needing distance, he'll steal a car. Needing money, he'll rob a store. Needing help, he'll trust someone that he shouldn't. And when he does, he will leave behind the crumbs that will take us right to him.
Unlike other adversaries who tried to outmuscle Michael, Mahone went for the intellect.
So you plan. And you scheme for months. Until you get it right.
He could think like Michael, anticipate him, and even admire him in his own twisted way.
I have to tell you, what your dad and uncle pulled off, very impressive.
Their cat-and-mouse game across Season 2 created some of the show's most suspenseful moments, with Mahone always just one step behind, or one step ahead.
Get men at all the area hospitals, wherever they are. One of them's bleeding good.
But what made Mahone a memorable character wasn't just his brilliance, it was the deep, psychological torment he carried with him.
I'm fine.
Behind the sharp suits and calm demeanor was a man unraveling.
And I noticed that about you. You're
Haunted by the ghosts of those he'd killed, including Oscar Shales, and manipulated by the shadowy company into doing their bidding, Mahone was constantly walking a razor-thin line between justice and madness.
Yeah, you and I got a lot in common.
Viewers quickly realized that Mahone wasn't a villain in the traditional sense.
Maybe you should.
He was a tragic figure, a man who once stood for law and order but was slowly crushed by corruption, addiction, and grief.
They did this.
His dependence on pills, his guilt over his past, and his emotional breakdowns gave the audience a rare glimpse into the mind of someone losing his grip on reality, even as he chased the most calculated fugitive on the planet.
I'll see you soon, Michael.
As the series progressed, Mahone evolved.
I haven't ruled that out as a possibility.
Forced to go on the run himself, he shifted from predator to ally, forming an uneasy alliance with Michael and his crew.
Alex, good luck.
And as much as they distrusted him, Mahone proved time and time again that he was willing to fight for something beyond himself, especially after the death of his son.
You narrow your field from 10 million till about 50, and then I can pick the guy out from there.
Which became one of the most devastating and motivating moments of his journey.
We will meet again. And when we do, I'm gonna show you just how personal things can get.
Mahone's arc is one of the most compelling in the entire series.
Thank you.
From hunter to hunted, villain to avenger, he blurred the lines between right and wrong better than anyone else in Prison Break.
I think you're in a place where you can make a clear determination about that.
He was terrifying, broken, brilliant, and ultimately, redeemed.
That's the preferable outcome.
In a show built on brilliance and survival, Alexander Mahone stands out as the tortured genius, the man who could have been Michael's greatest enemy but ended up one of his most respected allies.
I guess this is where I say goodbye.